I love that the first thing I always do when I see my image come back at me is fix my hair. Whew. All right. May 9th. Sunday. It's a Sunday. Sunshine to happiness. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. I'm going to give people a little bit more time. Let's breathe with me, huh? Let's connect in to ourselves and Yahweh and each other. And let's bring in all the necessary energy to deliver the message for humanity that we most need to hear this day to accomplish our very highest timeline. Some gunk is clearing. Some stuff has come to the surface, and we dealt with it as best we could, everyone involved in every situation, and now it's like, okay, integrate, onward. I feel integrated. It's been a crazy moon cycle for me personally. I feel integrated. I've integrated it all. I hope. I've integrated what I know I've integrated. You can't know what you don't know. I feel really prepared for this new moon energy coming in 2 days from now. New moon in Taurus. This is the new moon on the ground. This is the rebirth on the ground. Hi, Danny. Hi, Jerry. Moon ritual. Clean. I would recommend everyone, if you feel resonant with this, cleanse, detox, culminate it on this new moon. Get rid of flesh from your diet. Get rid of flesh from your diet. I will be sharing that soon. It's been kept from you. It was kept from me. When I read the words in November and understood why a vegan diet had changed my life so much, and why all the doctors are so confused and tell you need to eat slain, tortured animals in order to get protein, is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's satanic and it's bullshit. And the information found me by miracle through a tarot reading, because this deck of cards is connected to the Essene Mystery School, where Yahshua and Mary Magdalene, were in mystery school with the Essenes. And the number one rule is, if you don't want to be screwed with in your field, if you want to maintain and operate and protect your field and be sovereign, you must not eat the flesh of animals. And if you do, you can try all you want. You can try as hard as you want. You can get up and want to practice love all you want. But you eat that steak, you eat that burger, you eat that bacon, and you're defenseless. And guess what they're doing to the food supply? And now that we're on third generation of people eating McDonald's, I mean, even the people eating grass-fed, organic, farm-raised animals, all that good stuff, of course that's better for you, because the blood of the animal isn't so tortured as the meat factory and whatever else they put in it. And humans and their bloodlines and their generational bloodlines are now 3 generations into eating this garbage. And their bodies are completely taken over. And this is why so many people's souls feel like they're in bondage, because mommy and daddy feeds you meat morning, breakfast, and night, and you have no idea why you can't get clear. So I believe the official website is essene.org, essene.org. And you can call and you can ask for a copy of the book. It starts with an M. And I've been asked not to share any of the information online, which I understand and agree with. But the information should be readily accessible to those who want it. So you can call him. His name is David. And he's at essene.org. And why don't you call and ask for a copy of that book? Because it's an instruction manual on how to live in spiritual alignment with all that is, according to 369 vortex mathematics. My heart's a pumping. So, let's see what the cards have to say. Tapping into the highest human collective. Tapping into the highest human collective. 3 cards, please. 3 cards, please. 1, what energies are we moving away from? Today is Sunday, May 9th, 2021. What are we moving away from? What are we clearing? What's moving away from our energy field as a collective? You know, we have a group aura as a species, and you can see it from upper levels in the cosmos. It's a color. And it affects the aura of Gaia, of our mother goddess Earth. That's what we're moving. That's what we're currently in. What are we moving towards, highest timeline? So the whole thing that we're trying to do is to get our collective aura to a certain color so that we can invite in the assistance we so dearly need. And the reason India, the country of India, has a more spiritual presence. Yes, it's the caste system. I'm not saying India doesn't have its problems, of course, but the reason there's more spiritual truth in India is because they're more aligned to access the spiritual truth that they have within, because there's a larger vegetarian population there. And I'm almost at the 6-month mark of 0. Because a lot of people will have the occasional slice of pepperoni pizza or whatever, and just know that immediately you reset for 6 months. Meat stays in your system for 6 months, and it's heavily toxified and highly addictive. And if you want to know if someone's harboring something that isn't the real them, look at the way they eat. How fast do they eat? Especially if it's a steak or something that's very fleshy. What is that? What is that intense craving? And then how do you feel after you ingest that food? Ugh. So, I know it's true. First of all 17 books of Dolores Cannon in her catalog, which I've read, most of them 3 times, all of it is congruent with this book I mentioned earlier. The Essenes Manual. All of it. Completely congruent, which is amazing to me. Because it was amazing enough that all of her books didn't contradict themselves. If you don't know who Dolores Cannon is, look her up and read her books in the order of which she wrote them. So when I read all of her material, and it really activated me, and then I found this other book, and they were married. They were the same information. I'm like, oh, so the same thing was giving Dolores what she wrote about through her clients in her QHHT practice, and here's the foundation of it. Here's the foundation of it. It all made sense. More subsequent puzzle pieces are falling into place. But only those with eyes to see will see them. So I hope there's a whole bunch of phone calls going to this person, and he can talk to you, and you can hopefully get your hands on your own sovereign copy of this book without sharing it on the internet, like I'm doing. Okay, we're moving away from justice, balancing, things coming into focus, things. Everything came up to the surface, okay? When you reach a certain vibration, lies, energy can't lie, only people can lie. Okay, so I'm playing with this because I have these people around me who are lying to me, and I know they're lying. I know it. And I just watch, and I see how they continue to lie and how they change their story. And I make sure I have, written communication to show and illustrate. Because the confusion and the memory manipulation around this stuff it's insane. it's to the point where it's comical. It's comical now, but everything came out we're getting to the point where we're feeling the dishonest trickster energy. And we're to the point where we're not going to ignore that anymore. It's been proven to us over and over again that what we're feeling is correct. So there's more trust in that, and there's less attachment to slowing yourself down by people trying to unwittingly and unknowingly hold you back. And just cut it, bless and release, and move forward. Okay, things are balanced. She's looking you straight in the face. She's not fucking around. You know, she's very, very serious. She has a beautiful yellow crown, much knowledge from the crown. She's connected up here. Very active third eye. She sees the spiritual truth. You can't lie to this lady. You can't lie to her. You can't lie to her. Beautiful mixture of red and blue. Very knowledgeable. She's grounded in her knowledge. Grounded in her knowledge. No one can shake the foundation of what she knows. And she'll just look at you and say, "You sure? You sure that's what you want to say?" Could be a Libra sign or an air sign. And there's a big swath of purple coming on the other side of this lesson here, leaning toward the future. So that's really good news. And a lot of rebirth coming here too, especially in what we're making, what we're building. Our arms are how we make things in the world. So she has the spiritual sword of truth in an active handle. And it's on the receptive side of the card, but she will swing the sword. The spiritual truth, this is the sword of Michael. She will swing the sword and she will tell the truth. And if you're solid enough in your own sovereign internal truth, it's unshakable. It's where we need to be as a collective, individually and collectively. Present moment. All right, he's looking back at this justice. Page of Pentacles. Pages are inquisitive, exploratory. They can be naive, but they're trying. You know, they'll engage. He's fondling a yellow marble, just like the magician does. And we have the same thing, right? No dark blue on the person. There are still hints and symbols down here. So what the Page of Pentacles is saying is he's got this new idea, but he's still trapped in the past, looking at a money issue, trying to figure it out. His arms are spiritual. That rebirth in the arms is carried over in their spiritual sleeves. But there's this huge treasure right here just underneath the spiritual ground. If only he would dig a little bit more. And this guy has 1 foot, orange, applying his knowledge, yellow and red, pointing toward the future. And 1 toward the past, and he's facing the past. So he's got to figure out what happened here before he can swing over and move this way. But he's got to dig up this treasure first before he's got to take this treasure with him. So that makes a whole lot of sense. And these new little yellow plants of knowledge are growing out of the only bits of his intuition here. So if he wasn't so focused on the material aspect, he could look down and see this new information coming out of his intuition. So that same old message of go within, connect, open yourself up, and listen to what the true voice of your inner God self is hearing. It's the truth when it comes from within you, if you don't have meat. Okay. And then we're moving to the 5 of Cups. So, guys, it's 5, man. 8 and 5. What is that? 13, which is a 4. So the whole reading is about stability, but 8 is receptive action, justice. This is the major arcanum, the trump card. It's going to teach us how to dig into our own spiritual ground to find abundance that is just under the surface. There's a 5 of Cups lesson coming, which does result in heart expansion and self-love from being balanced in the 2 cups in the sky and the 2 cups on the ground. The 5th cup is the one that births with this. This is emotional intelligence, a yellow heart flowering around the cup that represents self-love. Water sign. 5 is conflict, change, and expansion. So in our emotional life, there's going to be a conflict coming that needs to be cleared. This could even be ending some karmic resolution. with people that have emotional ties to you. So that's coming, a little speed bump, a little test, a little affirmation of how can you handle this emotion, and can you turn what's coming into a jewel of self-love. And then what's ever on the other side of this will be something very positive, is what I'm feeling. So we have a little more work to do. We still have is this a cord to cut? It could be you've cut the cord and you're waiting on someone else to cut it. So I don't know. There's a lot of release right now and a let go of attachment and expectation. There was a timeline that was foiled. So there's some recalibration going on. So just as light workers, stay in your truth. Stay on your path. The gauntlet is real. And there are swinging things just out to knock you off your path. And if one of them lands, if a timeline gets foiled, or there was a way through something that is no longer an option, just okay, the gauntlet got me. How do I get back on my path? And that will stabilize and be centered in the all as much as possible. My meds, meditation, exercise, diet, sobriety, those 4 things. How many days can you string together taking your meds, and then fill the rest of your hours with whatever you like, that's feeding you properly? So that's my 2 cents anyway. This is Tarot by Keyth. This has been our daily spread. I'm still in Instagram jail. We'll see what this video does. So there you go. I'm going to post this up on YouTube and on Telegram. So my YouTube channel is Tarot by Keyth. You can find me there if you like. Or the Telegram link is in my bio. So there you go. I have opened up 2 pathways to donate, to give me tips. There's a tip jar via Venmo or PayPal. If that's something you want to do, you have ability to do it. So thank you very much. I'll be on the road again soon, and looking forward to connecting and finding my tribe. Only love and ever onward. Blessings.